Welcome back to Indianapolis. Last night we saw a one hell of an exciting race with Seth Hatchell collecting his third race win in a row and capping off the season in style. Tonight we are back with Go Fast Racing as they take to the 2.5 mile oval in Indiana, and it's going to be exciting here as well. 12 cars set to take the green here tonight, and it's going to be a bit of a barn burner here as their season starts coming to a close as well. Sam Cooper Bennett up in the booth with you. Well, we'll get my name right eventually. And joining me in the booth, as always, and making his return to Go Fast Racing for the first time, is Mr. Scott Brinton. Scott, excited to have you back, sir.
Yeah, man, it feels like it's been forever since I've been here at Go Fast, and we're here at my favorite place, the old Brickyard, man. Second to last race of the regular season for these guys. Got Las Vegas next week. As you can hear, I'm down here trackside getting a bird's eye view of what's going to be going on tonight, Sammy. We don't have a big field here tonight, so I suspect we'll have a lot of green flag action, and I'm looking forward to it as Go Fast gets ready to run their next to last race of this 26th race season.
Yeah. And I just want to throw out a disclaimer before we go into tonight's show. Last week, I ended the broadcast early. That was due to the fact that I was in so much pain, and I was just not, my mind was just not in it, as some of you may have pointed out in various Facebook chats and whatnot. This week, I am a lot better. I'm on the mend now. I'm healing. I'm doing okay. So no
all
more.
Taped up, and ready to go, huh, Sam?
Absolutely. And yeah, I can promise you that will never ever happen again. I was not in the right frame of mind last Friday, and I was just in a bad place. So hope you all can forgive me, those guys that are watching, and yeah, hopefully we can give you a great show here tonight. And I got my buddy Scott with me as well tonight, so All is not lost here, is it, Scott?
No, sir, and while we got a few minutes here, we got 4 minutes left in practice. Let's go over to the points coming into tonight, shall we?
Absolutely.
Michael Trevathan comes in as your points leader tonight. He's got 4 wins on the season, and he's currently got a 15-point lead over Brian Littleton with these last 2 races to go. Joe Burchett's 40 points back in third. Those 3 guys are really the only 3 guys that mathematically have a shot to win the regular season championship. Dylan Bose is in 4th, Jeff Schmidt 5th, Jeff Woopker 6th, Skylar Allen Sr. 7th, Eric Mitch 8th, Austin Marion 9th, Tyler Cox 10th, and we'll just go ahead and run through the top 16 here, being that they got a chase coming up. David Worrell is 11th, Brandon Puffenbarger 12th, Mark Cohn 13th, Jeremy Rigney 14th, Adam Chapman 15th, and Robert Dudley. Old Bob just had a birthday a couple days ago. Happy birthday, Robert. He's going to be back there in the 16th position in points.
Yeah, and with the current fields as they are right now, a lot of those drivers in that top 16 not really been showing up to the races, so I don't know if they have a participation limit in this league, but yeah, a lot of those drivers not really showing up and backing up the numbers that they've shown to get into that top 16, and hopefully when the chase comes around, which I believe is in probably 1 or 2 rounds time.
2 rounds, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, in 2 weeks from now, hopefully they'll come back and maybe put their name on the books and challenge for a title here.
Yeah, we also have 2 drivers that have won races outside of the top 16, so if guys that have won races are automatically in, you got to include Stephen Parks, and where's the other one at? I lost it. Give me just a second. Sorry, it was not Stephen Parks. It was Todd Cray, Landon Lacey, and Joshua Banks. Computer just not been cooperating with me here the last few days. I'm telling you what.
Well, it's a good job we got a week off next week so you can actually get that fixed. But
yeah, I think it's just I just got to do some managing right now. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep this solid state drive running until I can get to Tennessee here in about 4 or 5 months. So I've kept it going for as long as I have. I'll be able to keep her going.
Absolutely. Just want to touch on Tyler Cox here. Probably one of the most most winningest drivers this season. Still sitting in P9 in the standings. That's due to lack of participation, though.
Yeah, you got to show up to be able to be up there in the top couple spots in the points.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell the guys when, I run a league, for those of you that aren't familiar with Top Fuel Racing, and I got 1 drop week over there. And a long time ago, everybody used to want me to put in 2, 3, 4. I even had one guy say, a quarter of the season should be a drop. And I was like, no.
I know who that was.
You're lucky I give you 1. So I'm not trying to encourage people not to show up. I'm trying to encourage people to show up. We're giving away money, so free money. You don't have to pay to get in my league, and we give away coins. So if you want some coin, you got to bring your ass to the track.
Like Spider-Man says, everybody gets 1.
That's right. Use it wisely.
Absolutely. Same in the races. You only get 1 fast repair. You use it. Be careful. Sorry, Scott.
That's right. I haven't burnt mine up yet, so I still got money in the bank.
I've used up several weeks, but that's because of having to broadcast. But at least I made an effort, even with an injury, to try and turn up and race on Wednesday. And even though it only lasted like 20 laps.
I was surprised by that, especially at the track we were at with your leg being the way it was. But here we go, man. Time for some qualifying action here. We got 12 of them.
Absolutely. So we're going to go to our main view for tonight's race. And coming out on the track right now is Michael Trevathan straight away, followed by Skylar Allen. And Skylar was missing last week, so good to see him back out on the track there. Mark Cohen, a man that's been lighting up the racing sheets the last few weeks. He's been putting on a show. And Michael Trevathan, winner from last week at Darlington, after having one hell of a battle with his closest title rival, Brian Littleton. So we're going to put up the qualifying order here once my mouse decides to cooperate. There we go. Let's see who can lay down the first time. I believe it might be Michael Trevathan as he's coming down the start-finish straight now to start his hot lap. And even in the Xfinity cars, they go fast around here.
Yeah, they're still long laps, though. Not quite like those Indy cars getting around here in 39 seconds.
Yep.
They're boogieing, though. And speaking of that, I just want to say I want to send out my condolences to the Burt Reynolds family. It was a damn shame to hear that the bandit died yesterday.
Yeah, he was on British TV a couple of weeks ago as well.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite movies as a kid, man. I loved that movie growing up. He was just a cool dude, so damn shame to hear about old Burt.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, bandit.
Absolute rest in peace, man. As Trevathan can say rest in peace to his qualifying lap as he smacks the wall coming out of turn 4. Skylar Allen
and old
Sr.
Jackie Gleason gonna be having some chases again.
Anyway.
Wrong show.
I know. As Tyler Cox.
I know what that was though. On Benny Hill.
Yeah, hey. He knows.
My dad used to watch that when I was a kid. I heard that song before.
Yeah. So Tyler Cox going to the top of the standings here with a 50.009. Over 0.2 of a second faster than Dylan Vose, who sits in second right now. So that is one hell of a time for Tyler Cox.
There's still half the field yet to record a time. As like I said earlier, only got 12 here. Only 6 have taken time. Waiting for the other 6 to throw up some numbers if they're going to.
I mean, everybody's out on track right now apart from Austin Marion. There's Mark Cohen. He's about to put his first lap down. Let's take a look what he can do as he makes his way towards turn 3.
We got 2 minutes left.
Yep. As Eric Minch throws it into 3rd place. Good lap for him. As he comes out of turn 4, let's see what Mark Cohen can do here. Down across the yard of bricks. And that's going to put him P4. And the only person that hasn't taken a time yet is Sean Lejeune. A man we've not seen for a long time this season. So good to see him back in the league.
Yeah, he just slammed down the top 5 right there for you, Sammy.
Yeah, so no rust on that, man.
First lap.
Yeah.
Hey, he's still out there, so he's got a chance to improve on that. I don't know if he will on his second lap. He's got a chance to.
Yep. He's got Ryan Truex on his above his windshield, so I'm guessing he's a Ryan Truex fan.
So were you able to get that file that we were talking about last night?
The fire?
The file.
Oh, the file. Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
I got it. And I watched it. It was cool. It was a cool show. I enjoyed it.
Good deal. Hey, you can use that for anything, man.
Yeah. Well, wait. Lejeune comes across the line. What does that do to him? It doesn't improve, actually. It's well, it does improve, but it doesn't move him up in position. And that is going to do it for qualifying here, as Tyler Cox is going to take pole position here ahead of his teammate Joe Bichette. And judging by past history between Cox and Bichette, anything kind of goes, really. No team orders in this one.
Something tells me this is going to be a lot of green flag racing, Sam. We're going to have very few cautions here tonight, I do believe.
Yeah, so it's either going to be one on track or it's going to be one in pit road. But either way, we're going to get a winner here tonight. And let's go to our grid for tonight's race. And Tyler Cox taking the pole here. He'll be followed on to the front row by his teammate Joe Bichette. Row 2 will be Dylan Vose and Mark Cohen. And row 3 will be Sean Lejeune and Eric Minch. Row 4 will be Gary Huff and Skylar Allen Sr. Row 5 will be... Wow, that happened. Let's try that again. Row 5 will be Austin Marion and Jeff Schmidt. And row 6, and rounding out the field of 12 here tonight, is Bradley Boyce. And starting shotgun on the field Mr. Michael Trevathan, shocking for the last week's race winner.
Yeah, the points leader.
Yeah. So, 12 cars set to take the green here tonight. Once my mouse decides to start being a dick, so to speak. Excuse my language. We will get some racing underway here.
Ryan Littleton's not here tonight, so he's basically conceding the regular season championship.
Absolutely. So
I just leaves Joe Burchett 40 points back. He's the only one that can get the Trevathan, but Trevathan being back there in 12th place, it's kind of giving up some ground to him. Long way to go, though. Still got 80 laps to burn. We haven't turned any yet. We're about to turn 80 of them. So find a comfortable spot. I hope you enjoy the race. Hopefully we won't bore you half to death, folks.
We'll find something to entertain them with.
Oh, yeah. We always got something to say.
So we've got a nice view of the two guys on the front row there. That's Joe Burchett in the 41 Overtake Motorsports machine, and just in the background there is Tyler Cox's Toyota. You can see all the decals on his car there. The Voodoo Spell, Overtake Motorsports, Sellers, Holly MSD, Hazy Signs, and all that good stuff.
You said Hazy Signs?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So as they all get rolling, it looks like Sean Lejeune going to get put to the back of the grid for not turning enough practice laps here tonight.
I wonder if those are purple Hazy Signs.
Yeah.
For all you Jimi Hendrix fans out there.
Oh yeah.
Hendrix was badass, man.
One of the best guitarists of his generation.
He was the best ever, hands down. In my opinion.
My favorite.
There's a lot of professional guitarists who seem to agree with me.
Eddie Van Halen.
He's one of the best.
Brian May.
Yep.
Slash.
Yeah, you can throw a Slash in there.
Yeah. Brian May's at the top, obviously, because he's British and, you know.
And you're biased?
Yeah. You got me.
I think Stevie Ray Vaughan runs a close second to Jimi Hendrix. He's pretty close.
Yeah.
All right, Sammy, here we go. Get us going, man. I got us going last night. I'll give you the honors here at the old Brickyard tonight.
Oh,
the home state.
That should be fine by me as they make their way through the final corners. We're going to get them going for the first lap of 80 here tonight. They come out of turn 4. Waiting for that pace car to make that hard left turn. I said that really weird, but never mind. Let's get on with the race. Pace car peels off, and Tyler Cox is in control of the field. Holding him down.
Saying something weird, aren't you, Sam?
I know, right? And away we go. 80 laps are underway here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And Tyler Cox and Joe Burchett side by side as they go into turn 1. And it looks like Tyler Cox is going to win that little skirmish there on the first corner.
One corner down, a whole bunch more of them to go.
Yeah. Let's see how this one turns out. Last week,
320 of them to be exact.
Yeah, and Tyler Cox are already on the defensive from his teammate Joe Burchett there. No team orders with these guys. We saw what happened to them at Michigan earlier in the year. We don't want to repeat of that happening this season tonight.
Look how much distance they've already put on third place too, man. Wow. About 5 car lengths, 6 car lengths already on third place.
Yeah, and that's Dylan Vose. He's no stranger to being at the front either. Same for Mark Cohen. Mark Cohen started racing with the league halfway through the season and has been looking forwards ever since, and usually well known for making his runs from the back of the field, but starting near the front here tonight and making good ground up. Gary Huff had a terrible race last week, currently rounds out the top 5, and Skylar Allen moving on to P6 on that first lap there.
Yeah, with a 70% fuel load, I'm wondering how long the fuel runs are going to be. I'm thinking around 20, 25 laps maybe.
Possibly.
Somewhere in there, 20 to 25 laps.
Yeah, looking at how they're all spread out right now, we could be looking at green flag pit stops all the way. So I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking that way already. Is Michael Trevathan already making his way from the field?
And you heard it, folks. Sam called it on lap 2. We may go green the whole way. It's going to be a hell of a prediction if it happens.
They've done it once already this season. I believe it was at Kansas they did it. I could be wrong. No. I don't know. I'll have to look back and see. But Michael Trevathan currently working to the inside of Jeff Schmidt there. Schmidt taking losing the position there to Trevathan. Man that started in the top 5 here. Eric Minch is currently working to the inside of Skylar Allen, trying to work the inside. Dropped back to 7th on the start, but trying to get back up there as quickly as possible, but not making the moves work, as here comes Trevathan now, right onto the back of the 32. Trevathan has got some passing to do here if he wants to get to the front.
Well, Sam, we're side by side up here for 3rd place as we come down the front straightaway.
Yeah.
Bose and Cone.
Mark Cohen trying to take that 3rd place away from Vose. We saw last night that middle lane through the corners is faster in turn 1, but it's faster on the bottom side in turn 2, which is weird to say. But you saw it right there. Mark Cohen struggling on the inside on turn 1, but managed to make it work in turn 2. It's a very strange transition for these cars around this track.
I'll tell you what, back here behind him, man, they're getting stacked up back here, and there's a man on the move back here.
Yeah, Michael Trevathan already got past Gary Huff, and now he's working on...
he started dead last on the field. Look at this guy just mowing through the field right now. Ooh, into the wall. That's not going to help. Loses all of his momentum. He's going to suffer quite a bit of right side damage. That's not what you want to do, Sam.
Absolutely not, as there goes Jeff Schmidt to the inside of Trevathan. And there you see it, that damage on the right side of that number 2. And that's going to cost him significant time and speed here. So unlucky there for Michael Trevathan, pushing a bit too early there, as there goes Eric Minch battling out with Gary Huff now, as that whole thing when Trevathan stacked everybody up and everybody's all together now from 6th on back.
Sure are. And he was going through the field like it was no tomorrow. He started dead last, and he had already worked his way up to 6th place and was working on 5th. Boy, that's just going to put him back here. Now he's going to have to work his way back through the traffic with a damaged car.
Yeah, meanwhile, back at the front, we've got a battle for the lead here. Still got a battle for the lead.
He is your points leader, folks. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Michael Trevathan, that is.
Back at the front, Joey Bichette really putting Tyler Cox under pressure here as they go through turn 2. And
ooh, we almost had a moment back here. About got our first caution right there. Got one of them way off the pace back here.
That was Gary Huff. He's getting back up to
Austin Marion. Yeah, okay, it was Garrett.
And here comes Sean Lejeune to the inside of Jeff Schmidt now. Trevathan's actually managed to get around Schmidt as well.
I was wrong, Sam. It was Austin Marion was the one I was concerned about. He's the one at the tail end of the field.
Yeah, he was struggling throughout the hot lap sessions, and you can see the damage on the back of that Mustang. Really hurting him now. He's got Bradley Boyce in front of him right there in the 305 Mountain Dew machine. Everybody's getting all spread out now. Let's focus in on the battle between these guys. As Schmidt gets it to the wall.
Bouncing off the wall. Yep.
Yeah, Jeff Schmidt.
That was close. He saved it, though. Good save. That could have got ugly.
Yeah, and Jeff Schmidt making the move from Chevrolet to Toyota mid-season. And doesn't look like the Toyota's doing him any favours so far. As he pounds the outside wall. Still working on the back of Bradley Boyce though. But he's lost a ton of momentum there. And Gary Huff looks like he's holding Boyce up now at this point. Huff looks like he's a bit off the pace here. Rocking the 305 here due to the 313. Not much. Meanwhile, Michael Trevathan, though, under pressure from Sean Lejeune. Lejeune looks like he's got damage on his 27 car as well. So,
yeah, there's a few guys that have been in that wall already. Meanwhile, the two leaders up here just doing what they're doing, man. The two teammates running nose to tail right now. Joe really hasn't seemed too concerned with trying to get by, just kind of just riding right now.
Well,
I'm sorry, not Joe, but
Joe's actually got by Tyler, so.
Yeah, I meant Tyler. Tyler looks like he's just kind of cruising right there. It's a second place car. It doesn't look like he's trying to make any effort to buy, so.
Well, I think Tyler realizes that the only way he's going to be able to beat his teammate is by way of either a caution, a lot of cautions here tonight, which we're probably not going to get, and maybe some strategy through the pit stops.
I think that's where it's going to be won and lost tonight. Definitely going to be won on pit road.
Yeah.
These guys will probably pit on the same lap, but that doesn't mean you're going to come out together. Once they get separated, it's over. Unless we get a caution. That's how this race always is. That's what I was telling you last night, man. They need to do something about this race, and that's why folks don't go to this race in Indiana, because as we were talking about last night, if you've ever been in the Indy 500 and seen that crowd and then seen the Brickyard 400 crowd, you just shake your head and go, what's the problem? But it's the product on the track. The race is always just a drawn-out single-file car race where one or two cars are fast, and usually it's just one dominant car, and there's really no action. It's killed the race. It really has.
Well, I think NASCAR have realised that is happening, and it's part of the reason why they're starting to put the restrictor plate on the 2019 package, so the cars can go full speed around the track, and it makes it it makes it a lot more exciting for the fans as well.
Oh yeah, gotta do something to get the asses in the seats. NASCAR is struggling everywhere they go right now. So if your big tracks, your big money events like that, Daytona and Talladega, if those start suffering, NASCAR is going to be doomed.
Yeah.
I mean, look at teams like the 78 closing up shop. I was shocked as hell to hear that, because I don't really follow NASCAR like some of these guys that we know do. And I was shocked to hear that, to be honest with you.
And if Furniture Row win the championship again this season, that's going to be the first ever time in any kind of motor racing we've seen a championship team close the doors at the end of the season.
Yeah, back-to-back championship team, no less.
Yeah, that's if they get the win, though. Although Martin Truex Jr. has had a very strong season. He's known as one of the big three in NASCAR right now. So,
well, NASCAR just needs to get their shit together and get it figured out. Because it's been around a long time, and it'd be a damn shame to see anything like that happen to it.
Well, since Brian Francis given up the reins of NASCAR, I think it's Michael Francis in charge again. So,
well, he hasn't technically given up the reins yet, has he?
He resigned.
Just temporarily, isn't it?
He resigned as CEO.
I thought it was just a temporary resignation.
I don't know.
I might be wrong.
But Michael France Jr., I think, is in charge now for the time being, at least, anyway.
Like I said, I haven't been following it, so. Either way, yeah, they need to make some changes either way.
Yeah. And James McDavid, if you're looking to join this league, then...
I mean, if them tearing down the backstretch at Daytona wasn't a clear sign of that.
Yeah.
First time I ever went to the Daytona 500 was the day that Senior was killed. And we sat on the backstretch, and the backstretch was full, and now the backstretch is not even there no more.
Nope. Meanwhile, going back to the race, Joe Bichette has actually managed to get away from Tyler Cox a bit. The gap is getting bigger. They're already 4 seconds up the road from Mark Cohen, who's up to third place now. I think the only battle we can really speak of right now is the battle between Skylar Allen and Michael Trevathan. Those two all over each other right now.
Yeah, and Michael, you know, he's feeling that damage right now that he suffered earlier. He was marching through this field after starting dead last, but that hurt him quite a bit now. Skylar doing a good job running there in the top six. You can see the top five just up the road. You know he wants it. Oh, here comes Michael. Maybe not. He's going to give up the spot to Trevathan. He's going to move up to sixth. Thinking about the over-under here.
Oh,
Thought better of it.
Skylar getting feisty at this stage of the race.
Still a long way to go. Just on lap 13 of the scheduled 80 here tonight.
Yep, just ticked over to lap 14 now. And the gap is getting ever bigger between Tyler Cox and Joe Bichette. Over half a second now between the 41 and the 14. As Tyler Cox looks like he brushed the wall there coming out of 2.
He might have. Seems to be the trend here tonight. Seeing a lot of cars doing that. Still doing it. They're using up all the track coming out of 2. A lot of guys getting fishtail happy there coming out of it.
Yep.
That's only going to work for so long till you burn them the right rear off that thing.
Yep. And it's only a matter of time before they're going to have to bring it down pit road. You get the way they're fishtailing out the corners is a telltale sign of the tyres dropping off. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how long they can go before they bring it down pit road. Meanwhile, Trevathan has managed to get away from Skylar Allen, and now he's setting sights on trying to catch Eric Minch for that top 5 spot now.
Yeah, he's just up the road. Meanwhile, the top 4 have literally driven away. And the top 2, they're still having quite the little battle up here. They're not right on top of each other, but Tyler's doing his best to hang with Joe right now. So we're getting ever so closer to green flag pit stops. I think we're definitely within a 10-lap window of seeing green flag stops, Sam.
Yep. The gap between Bichette and Cox is now over a second. So Cox just sitting back and saving his tyres by the looks of things. So good to
hear that, or the tires are falling off at this point, one or the other.
Yeah, one of the two.
I'm thinking the tires are falling off at this point. Indy's known for these NASCAR races to just chew up the tires. Ooh, Tyler almost into the wall there in the short chute, but he gathered her up. But anyway, Indy always eats up the tires on these NASCAR, so I'm guessing that he's feeling the tire by now.
Well, we've already got our first taker down pit road. That's Jeff Schmidt in pit road right now, but his pit farming, that car has been in for over 30 seconds now. So early troubles there for the number 61. Meanwhile, back on track.
Wonder if he had another incident after the one that we saw where he got in the wall. He might have.
Maybe.
One of them guys we were talking about just getting in that wall too hard. A lot of White Castle Wahlburgers being handed out last night.
Oh,
Haven't seen any yet tonight other than some scrapes.
Well, it's the scrapes that hurt more, though, because, yeah, obviously your car's done as soon as you hit that wall, but it's the scrapes. They add up and they add up and they add up, and they just kill you in the end. It's
if you hit it once, you might live to tell the story, but if you hit it twice, you probably won't. Just carrying too much speed around this place, especially coming out of here.
It's like a slow, painful death. It's a slow death, but it's painful by the fact that you're just falling further and further and further back, that you just have no choice but to give it up. But anyway, everybody all stretched out right now. The only battle really of note is the one between Bradley Boyce and Austin Marion. Jeff Schmidt rejoins the track 2 laps down. And Jeff Schmidt on fresh tyres now is putting moves on Austin Marion, and that's the difference between old tyres and fresh tyres right there. Jeff Schmidt just drives right on by Marion, and he's already going to set his sights on Bradley Boyce now. So, yeah, everybody just all spread out right now. It's not really anything worth talking about right now.
Yeah, that's about what I expected here at Indy once they got going with only 12 cars. I didn't expect there to be too much yellow thrown here tonight. I figure, like you were saying on lap number 2 there, we'll probably go green the whole way. I would not be surprised by it one bit. And this is how the real race goes, Sam. This is what I'm talking about. That's why no one sits in the seats for this race, because this is how it is. But you got 40 cars out there, and they get all spread out like this, and there's really no battles, and it's really just kind of like watching Formula One.
Well, wasn't it the 2015 Indy Brickyard 400 that was an absolute caution fest? So,
I can't remember. I haven't watched most of them in recent years, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's Sean Lejeune. Sean Lejeune brings it pit side. Not sure if this is a scheduled stop or if it's to repair some damage, but he's in pit road regardless. Let's see what he can see what he's in for this time round. as he hits his marks there and very gingerly into his stall. Takes on some right side tyres. And some lefts, and see if he goes straight away or if he's going to... As he falls a lap down, he gets going straight away. So that was a scheduled stop though. So Sean Lejeune, the first man to blink here when it comes to pit stops. As Eric Minch brings it down now. So we've got people bringing it down for green flag pit stops now, Scott.
Yeah, pitting a little early, about a lap earlier, so. It'll work out for him. It's only a lap. You don't want to pit too early, that's for sure.
It's lap 20 now, so we're right in the window.
Yep. I figured it'd be right around here.
Yeah.
You might even see these leaders go about 5 more laps. Only 70% fuel, so the fuel's only going to take them so far, but I guess it's just a matter of when they feel comfortable coming to pit road and getting new tires. And still no signs from either one of the first or second place. Oh, looks like third place is coming to pit road, though.
Yep, that is Mark Cohen bringing in pit side.
Got some others coming to pit road as well.
Michael Trevarthen's coming in, and Skylar Allen.
Yeah. So they're going to split it up 3 stops. 20, 40, and 60. Good call.
I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Anyway,
looks like everybody. Oh no, the 2 did not. The 2, I thought everybody got in their box good, but the 2 did not. Oh, that cost him a lot of time, Sam. He's going to come out last out of this group.
Yep.
Wow, that cost him probably 3 to 5 seconds.
And there goes Mark Cohen.
Yeah, he'll come out last. So Trevathan having some issues tonight. He is your points leader for the regular season with this race and next week Las Vegas remaining. Had a 15-point lead, but Brian Littleton was a no-show tonight. So really, Joe Burchett, the only guy 40 points back, having a shot to take away his regular season championship. Trevathan right now trying to weather the storm and not run this guy over in front of him. It's Skylar Allen. He's getting a big run coming off pit road here. Ooh. Looking to go underneath. Skylar's got to get out of the way. Look at that run. He's on a man on a mission now.
Yep, as he goes flying into turn 3 past Skylar Allen. He sees Eric Minch right in front of him. He knows he can probably catch him. Question is, how long will it be before he catches him? Because he's right there. He's got the speed still in that car. Comes out of turn 4. He's got the run on Minch. He's going to try the outside line, is he?
Whoa. Looks like they almost got crossed up there. I think he had to get out of it for just a second.
Well, they are teammates, so it looks like Trevathan's actually trying to work with Minch here. Try and get a bit of a draft of him.
At some point, though, with the way he's all over him, he's going to have to make the move and get on by him. He's just going to be slowing him down. Yep. There he goes.
And here he comes. Gets the slingshot out of turn 2. Up a lot. Oh, almost banging doors there.
Yeah, almost contact between the teammates. Looks like Skylar Allen's going to try to make it a twofer deal here. I want some of that action, Skylar says. And he does. He slips on by, so both of them get by.
As Joe Burchett brings the pit side, first the leaders to bring it in. Same with Tyler Cox. Cox almost getting it wrong in pit road. Wow.
22 laps they took it. So they stretched it a couple. And somebody else coming to pit road back there behind him as well.
Dylan Vose. So watch for Mark Cohen, because he's the man that's already pit, and he'll be looking to get some positions back here as he's already down the backstretch and working his way into turn 3 while the guys are only just hitting their marks. So watch for Mark Cohen to possibly stink up the show here as he goes through turn 4.
Marion, Bradley, and Huff are all on pit road, Sam, making their green flag stops as well. They went 23 laps.
Yeah, and here comes Marion. Here comes Cohen. The other guy's not up to speed yet, and it looks like Cohen's going to take the lead here. It's going to be very close.
Sure is. Well, Joe had a slow pit stop, didn't he? Yeah, but Cohen's got it. He's got all the speed right now, and he gets on by. He's going to at least lead a lap.
Yeah, so the early pit strategy worked for the man in the 306, and he leads going into turn 3 now. And actually, look, yeah, Joe Burchett really did have a slow stop because Tyler Cox came out in front of Burchett.
Sure did, and look how far back Burchett is. So, yeah, Joe, slow pit stop there. And he had quite a bit of lead on Tyler, too, going into the pits. So, slow entry and slow getting in and out of the box. I didn't watch his stop. He might have overslid his box.
And there's Tyler Cox now, already challenging for the lead there. Works his way to the inside of Cohen. Now, these three guys are teammates, so I'm wondering if Cohen just gave it to him there.
Well, Cohen's also on older tires, so he knows that.
Only 3 laps difference. It shouldn't hurt him too much.
Believe me, that makes a big difference here at Indy.
So Cohen slips back to 3rd. Tyler Cox assumes the lead here. And maybe that's all that Cohen wanted. Just wanted that bonus point for leading a lap.
Yeah, it worked out for him. Plus, you never know, man. He's having a good run right now. These guys could make mistakes again on pit road, so he's just got to keep doing his thing right now.
Yeah,
having a solid run here in the 306 here tonight. Running third base, the old Brickyard. Yeah. His teammates do battle up there for the lead.
Yeah, Burchett is caught up to the back of Cox now. Which one of these guys is going to come out on top here? Because they are, well, we're actually very quickly approaching halfway in this race. We're already on lap 26. So, despite it being such a long track, we are actually flying through this race.
Yes, sir. That's what happens when you keep it green. They go by quick when you keep them green.
Yep.
Especially at this place, man. These are 8-minute cautions here. Speaking of keeping it green, Michael Trevathan keeping it green right now as he continues to move through the field. He's worked his way into that 5th place, even after the slow pit stop.
Yeah. And he's flying down the start-finish straight here. Finally found some speed in that number 2. Wasn't able to do it after hitting that wall early on in the race, but now he's got some clean air underneath him, and he's making up for lost time here. It's 4.9 seconds, made that 5.1 seconds adrift of Dylan Vose, who's sitting in P4 right now. You see him there just going into turn 3. So Trevathan, sorry.
I was just about to say Skylar Allen looking like he's going to make a move here, but he thought better of it. Right behind Lejeune here. He's all over him. I think he's yeah, he's making it now. There goes Skylar Allen trying to move up into that 6th spot.
Oh, Lejeune going to keep him wound up on the high side, though. It's going to be a drag race to the line here.
And he's not just giving it to him, is he?
No, not at all.
You got Eric Mitch right behind these guys, hoping these guys don't get into each other and collect him along the way. We have not had a caution yet. If you're just tuning in, caution free here at the old Brickyard. 20 laps.
Oh,
28. Oh, there it is. Save. Oh, he's still saving it. Still no. We're gonna have a caution. There's your first caution. No, not yet.
Get it going.
How is that not a caution?
Get it going.
He did. How is that not a caution? Wow.
I have no idea, but let's go back and take a look at that. And that's the thing about...
There's nobody around.
Yeah.
Here comes now. Had he been sitting out there now, there would have been a caution, but he got her going again, and man, tough break for Skylar Allen. That car is heavily damaged. That's going to ruin his competition for the evening.
Yeah.
He can continue, but his chances of getting the top 5 are done.
Sean Lejeune tried to do the crossover, misjudged it completely, and got into the side of Skylar Allen. And unfortunately, Skylar Allen was the loser out of that little scuffle, as he is back up to speed again, but severely damaged that number 93 machine. And Sean Lejeune still able to carry on his merry way. So
that's usually how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, got the crossover all wrong, took out the guy in front of him, and manages to keep the P6.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens. Oh, and Tyler Cox in the wall. That's going to allow Burchett to get underneath him. He's going to make his move. Tyler in the wall once again. Well, these guys make contact and get into each other. So as the race wears on, Sam, you're seeing it start to wear on some of these guys mentally, making mistakes now.
Yep. And Cox able to hold on. But for how long? He's going to have damage on that car now. Joe Bichette wants a way past him, but he just can't find a way past us. Tyler Cox is making that car as wide as possible and trying to stop the 41 from getting around him.
Yep, we got 30 down when they come across the stripe. 50 to go. Skylar Allen right there on pit road, Sam, coming in to get some of that damage fixed.
Yeah, and he doesn't look happy at all.
Oh, I imagine it's not.
So, just up on the jacks now. And he's out of the car.
Oh, man. That sucks. I don't blame him, though. I mean, if you're going to be off the pace here. Here goes Bichette making his move. 41 making his move on the 14. And he's got him with ease. Just drove on by. I think Tyler might have conceded a little bit there.
Yeah. Now, Joe,
Tyler's car is feeling the damage from getting into the wall. That's the second time he's been in the wall, or third. I know of at least 2, might be 3.
Yeah. And Tyler's just basically saying, Joe, you've got a better car than me. Go on ahead. And they're coming up on the back mark here. That's Bradley Boyce right in front of them.
We still got 2 green flag pit stops to make if we stay green here. Ooh, Tyler almost into that wall again coming. He's having an issue down there in that short chute coming out of 1.
Yeah. Very close to the wall coming out of 2 as well. So Tyler Cox having a few issues there, having to relinquish the lead. Meanwhile, behind him is Mark Cohen. He's 7 seconds back from the leaders. And he's just come up behind Skylar Allen, who's back out on track now. I wonder if Skylar just took a quick pee break while he was getting some damage fixed.
Tyler Cox wiggling the car on the front stretch. I don't know what that was all about. That was odd.
I'm not sure. Oh, very close there.
He's been doing that every time. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
He does it just about every time coming through there. Dirt tracking it, basically.
Pretty much. Doing everything he can to try and close the gap between himself and Bichette, but that damage, like we've already mentioned, is going to hurt him now. But he's not going to have the speed to stay with the 41. And that might actually let Mark Cohen close the gap between himself and the 14 as well. So watch for Mark Cohen to try and close the gap here.
And Mark's falling back quite a bit of distance, though.
Yeah. He fell back quite far before the first pit stops, but still managed to get the lead, so who knows. As we've only got 9 cars left on the lead lap. No battles at all out on track, apart from there's a bit of a short distance between Sean Lejeune and Eric Minch.
Slowly approaching the halfway point of this race, Sam. We get back to the start-finish line. We'll be 6 laps away from the halfway point.
Yep.
Flying by here at the old Brickyard.
That's how we like it. Nice green flag racing all the way. Let's look at Eric Minch now.
Tonight's race is concluded, folks. If you don't know, next week's the regular season finale at Las Vegas Speedway. And in 2 weeks, they'll be starting their chase here in the Go Fast Racing League. The playoffs are starting.
Yeah.
Playoffs!
And if you're a Somo fan, then you will be interested to hear that their playoffs start this coming Thursday as they go to Las Vegas for the first round of the playoffs. And one man... Playoffs. One man will be looking to keep up his momentum as Mr. Seth Hatchell. 3 from 3 so far. And he'll be going to Sin City looking to make it 4 from 4. As Eric Minch has finally got round Sean Lejeune now. So Minch up to P6 now.
Oh, green flag pit stops are happening, Sam. Austin Marion, the first one to come down, making his green flag stop. A little early, though. A little early.
I forgot that we were coming up to lap 40.
Yep. Round 2 of the 3 green flag pit stops that we will see if this stays green the whole way.
Yep. Joe Bichette, meanwhile, still 1.6 seconds to the good over Tyler Cox. And not really any battles to speak of right now. Sean Lejeune still 0.6 of a second behind Eric Minch. But the reason why that gap is so short is because Eric Minch just passed him. So what can Sean Lejeune here do to try and close the gap between himself and the 32? Probably not much, given the damage that Lejeune got from the incident with Skylar Allen.
Yeah, he's probably feeling that a little bit right now. He's probably just wanting to get to his next green flag pit stop and assess the damage. You can see it there on the right front, though. It's definitely slowing him down. That right front is definitely crinkled. And there's part of it sticking up, so it's definitely slowing him down.
Yeah.
That's what's hurting him right now. That he's burnt the tire up on it, too, so that's not helping any.
Yeah. You see it right there. I've got up to a close-up view of Sean Lejeune's car. And you see the damage on the right-hand side of his car, all it's pretty much rolled up there. So that's the reason why he's losing ground now to Eric Minch.
And Joe Bichette having a bit of an issue here with one of the slower cars here. Doesn't seem to want to give up the spot to him.
Yep, that's Gary Huff. Gary Huff desperate not to lose a lap here, as he's got to give it up eventually. Oh, almost gets into the back of Bichette there.
That was close.
Yeah.
A little too close for comfort, I'm sure, Mr. Bichette's eyes.
As Bichette pulls away from Gary Huff, we'll now switch our attentions to Mr. Michael Trevathan. All on his own right now, 7.9 seconds behind Dylan Vose, 5.1 seconds ahead of Eric Minch, and Trevathan just, I think he'll take a top 5 at this point, won't he?
Oh yeah, definitely. After, you know, damaging the car like he has, and then having a pit stop like he did the first time, and I'm telling you, he sat there for 3 to 5 seconds. He crossed himself where he didn't get his car in the box. He thought he was in his box, but then he finally realized he wasn't. He backed up. Then they started the pit stop. So he's hoping this time it'll be a little smoother on pit road. It should be coming up soon. If the leaders, first and second place, stay on their same pace, they'll be coming in about 4 laps, Sam.
Yep. And this race has really settled down now.
5 laps, sorry.
5 laps, yeah.
Yeah, they're on 39. They'll come in at the end of 44.
I can't help but think that Mark Cohen will be coming a lot sooner than that. He's already got 18 laps on his tyres. Eric Minch and Sean Lejeune got 19 and 20 laps on their tyres.
Well, Cohen pitted, what, a lap early or 2 laps early, so he's going to have to stay out on one of these runs a little longer than he'd want to make up for that.
Yeah.
Then you had a lot of guys who pitted late. There was a group of guys, 3 or 4 guys that took it to lap 23, so...
There is Cohen. He's another one that's very comfortable right now. Everybody very comfortable, not really around anybody else.
This time we'll be officially halfway through the race. 40 down, 40 to go in Indianapolis.
Yeah, as there goes Joe Bichette across the line. We are officially halfway in this race. Let's run through our top 5 as we do that. As Joe Bichette is your leader, Tyler Cox second, Mark Cohen in third, Dylan Vose is fourth, and Michael Trevathan rounds out your top 5. And while we are just coming up to green flag pit stops, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some more action live on both of broadcasting with Go Fast Racing. I nearly said Top Fuel Racing. Sorry, Scott. We'll We'll be right back after these.
We'll take all the plugs we can get, man. I have to apologize for that.
Well, we'll be right back after these messages.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers.
Oh, there we go! They caught! This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Wonky! Down to the inside of Hookie's off!
Passenger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up. I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
We are back live here at Indianapolis. Joe Bichette's still not been in pit road yet. Tyler Cox has been in pit road, but another incident there for the 14, Scott.
Yeah, he's having a hard time keeping that thing out of the wall. I don't know how much of an impact it's had on him at this point, but I'm thinking it's had some sort of impact. But I'm shocked to see that Joe Bichette has not come to pit road. He's giving up a lot of time on tires right now.
Well, Dylan Vose hasn't been down pit road yet either. He's been on his...
I'm kind of surprised these guys are stretching it this far. There's really no need to.
Well, Dylan Vose leading the charge for Team Metalhead, and Joe Bichette leading the charge for Team Overtake. It's just a bit of rivalry between those two teams at this point. So It's just that old rivalry coming to the fore again.
Yeah, but just talking from, you know, the way they had their strategy mapped out, 22, 44, 66. I mean, you're not taking much fuel at the end. You can cut it down at the very end, but he's just giving away time now being out there in them old tires right now. Tyler pitted a long time ago.
Yeah. Still not seeing any action from the 41 or the 19. They're still running around on track. Joe Bichette is 23 seconds to the good over Dylan Vose. Tyler Cox
here he comes.
Yeah, here he comes now. Finally bring it to pit side. And with that mistake from Tyler Cox, I don't think he's going to be able to get ahead of him again.
Oh, he should. Tyler should be able to drive right on by. I think Joe will still be sitting on pit road just coming off of the box when Tyler drives by. Tyler had to be making up a ton of time on them new tires.
Question is that damage going to hurt him though in the long run?
Oh yeah, here comes Tyler out of 4 now. He's going to just smoothly drive right on by Joe.
Yep, here he comes down towards turn 1, Joe Bichette. Left sides are only just going on now, so Tyler Cox takes the lead. And he's going to be out by a long shot as well.
Yeah, look at this distance that Joe's going to have to make up here. This is what I was talking about. He stayed out all that time on them tires. I'm not sure the strategy call on that. Now, he's going to have all this time, but at the same time, he will have to pit with Tyler when Tyler pits if he wants to have a realistic chance of winning the race.
Yeah, so Tyler Cox is your leader, 8 seconds to the good over Joe Bichette, and all he's got to do now is, well, they've got one more pit stop to make before this is all said and done, but Tyler Cox has just got to keep focused on the track ahead of him, and he might just have this one here unless Joe Bichette can pull something really spectacular out of the hat.
Well, it's not over yet, Sammy. Don't go giving it to him just yet. There's going to be a big difference. Tyler's been out there a long time now on them tires as opposed to Joe. So it's going to be a big time. He's going to run him down. This is just going to see how this all shakes out after the next green flag pit stop and how it all comes down to time at that point. And when Joe pits again, like I said, Joe's not going to be able to do that again.
Joe just hit the wall coming out of turn 1.
That's not going to help.
No.
There you go. He's pushing it right now.
Still managed to gain a second off him.
So yeah, he sees the distance too, though, and he's trying to make up that time and squeeze it for every second he can. He can't make mistakes and damage the car. That's not going to help his cause any.
Actually, I don't think it was Joe that hit the wall. I think it was Austin Marion, because he's off the pace right now. Yeah, it was Marion. So Joe Bichette, the chase is on right now. He's already taken 2 seconds off of Tyler Cox in the space of a lap. So
there's your tires.
Yeah. And staying out longer has hurt Dylan Vose as well. He's come out behind Michael Trevathan now.
Yeah, but same issue here. He's got newer tires. He'll be able to run these guys down in front of him, get by him.
Yeah.
Just needs it to stay green, that's all. It'll all cycle through.
And it looks like Jeff Schmidt is out of this event as he's 10 minutes in pit road now. Ashley, it looks like he's smacked the wall pretty hard because he's got loads of damage on that 61 car. Well, there is Tyler Cox. You saw Joe Bichette in the back of your picture there. He is closing him down very quickly. Tyler Cox into the wall!
Man, he's got a love affair with that wall tonight, Sam.
Yeah, I think that might have hurt him once too many. Scrubbed off a ton of speed, and now the gap is 3.5 seconds. It was when the pit stops all shook out. 8.5 seconds, so he's taken 5 seconds out of Tyler Cox in the space of 2 laps.
Oh yeah, he's wore out the right side of that car. Look at that right front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's hurt himself now. That's going to kill his chances for winning. Now he's on the rumble strips. Yep.
He might be having a bit of trouble controlling that car right now.
I think that's a dejected driver.
Yep.
But all in all, it's been a pretty good season for him, and I'm sure he's looking at the bigger picture with the chase coming up.
Yeah.
Although, as a driver, I know how it feels to go from race to race and let him get away. So I wasn't too happy on Wednesday. So I can relate.
I'd just be happy to finish a race at this point.
Yeah, on them ovals, man, like I was saying to you in private, you just can't buy a race. Your luck is just... You just hadn't been there, man. You seem to have much better luck on the road courses.
Well, I am British and we're more used to the road courses, but... but yeah, the ovals... Half the time it's not my fault, though. That's the problem.
That's what I mean. You have no luck.
No.
You're caught up in everybody else's bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. There's been a lot of that. But, man, we had a pretty good race on Wednesday night, I will say, all in all. And I can't complain. I came home fourth. I just...
Oh, there it is!
My finish. There's Tyler. Yeah, we may get a caution. We're going to get a caution. Nope, he's down off the track. He just killed the inside wall. He's done.
Yep.
That's it.
Put a fork in him. He's done.
Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe it snowballed that bad.
I was going.
He's way off the pace. He's done.
Yeah. There goes Mark Cohen up to second place now. The Tyler Cox, big damage on that number 14 Toyota. Just can't buy any luck whatsoever at the moment. And you've got to expect him to bring a pit side right now. And I'm pretty sure he's going to put it on the hauler as well.
What a turn of events, man.
Yeah, I know.
And he couldn't keep it out of the wall. That's ultimately going to be his downfall here tonight, man. It's just too many contacts with the wall. Really upset the right side of that car, and you saw there just having issues with it and finally lost it.
I mean, he got that big lead after the pit stop, so he just wasn't able to consolidate it. That's the problem. Like, pushing too hard and got into the wall between turns 1 and 2 once too many times, and you saw it there. That damage was just getting too much, and then he just had no control left in the car, and that ultimately put him in the wall and ended his race. Meanwhile, Joe Bichette turns another lap here. We're on lap 55 of 80. Coming up to 35 to go. No, 25 to go. No?
25. Be 25.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. I am right. I do know math. Sometimes. As Bichette's going to close in on the back of Skylar Allen. Skylar Allen is only one lap down. Tyler Cox just falling through the field like a stone. Already one lap down. About to go 2 laps down now.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's probably done. He hit that inside wall hard. That's probably a good 25 to 35 minutes worth of damage.
Yeah. I think the only saving grace is that he didn't actually hand grenade the engine, so he might be able to get it out sooner than that, but I think at this point, I'm probably, if I was Tyler Cox, I'd be thinking, what's the point?
Yeah, and I imagine we'll probably be seeing Joe Bichette make his final pit stop soon. He knows he's got the money in the bank now. Strategy's out the window, so he could just stop once he's in the fuel window and just call it a day.
Well, that extra long run he had on the second stint, he's only got 8 laps on those tyres, so he can go at least another 12 to 15 laps now on those tyres, so he could probably come in with, what, 10 to go, maybe?
Yeah, I wouldn't see him going any further than that. I think he might even come with 15 to go.
As Eric Minch brings it pit side.
Yeah, you're going to see other guys starting to make some pit stops because there's guys who have been pitting early all night long, and we're getting in their window now. They're going to actually have to pit again as well.
Yeah, so we're just watching Minch bring it down pit road now as he hits his pit stall pretty neatly there. That man in the number 32. Having a great race tonight, I will say. Eric Minch, definitely a candidate for driver of the night, but my vote for driver of the night is going to be Michael Trevathan. Started at the back, already worked his way up to P4. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
Yeah, I do. That's his biggest mover of the race, and he's battled some moments where he's made some mistakes tonight and still one spot off the podium. He's only, what, 4.3 seconds back last time by. So the chances of him getting a podium are still very real. So, yeah, I agree. As of right now, I mean, that could all change.
Yeah, we're still 23 laps to go, so anything can happen between now and then. As stretched out as they are, anything can happen. Mind you, Eric Minch is back out on track, but he's under pressure from Gary Huff now.
Skylar Allen back on pit road. Doing a little bit of shimmy shake on pit road as he comes down pit road. Doing the shimmy for you, Sam.
He's giving us a wave. Hi, hi Skylar. Hi, I can see you waving. But anyway, Tyler Cox has put his car on the hauler as expected.
Yep. We're going to be on traffic headed towards Sin City, Las Vegas for the regular season championship next Friday night.
Yep. As Skylar Allen gets him going again. Looks like he's got a bit more damage on that car fix, so all good for the man in the 93. Currently occupying the last spot in the top 10. He is the last driver running right now. Actually, no, Jeff Schmidt is actually back out on track right now. Albeit 20 laps
Joe
down.
Burchett. Sorry to cut you off there, Sam, but Joe Burchett almost had a moment there with another lap car. They almost got the communication mixed up there, and that almost led to disaster.
Yeah, and even after Joe Burchett passed him, Bradley Boyce actually hit the wall on the backstretch as well, so that's why he's got that damage on his right side. He smacked the wall trying to get away from our leader. So bit overcautious there by the 305.
Yeah, that's why I say this race ain't over yet. Anything could happen. I've seen, all kinds of crazy stuff happen in the end of these races.
Yeah. That used to be the motto of Monday Night Raw, Anything can happen, and it usually does.
Yep. Well, this next time by, we'll be 3 quarters down and 1 quarter to go. 60 laps in with 20 left.
Yeah.
Joe Burchett's got it all but wrapped up, folks. Tyler Cox took himself out of the race about 5 to 7 laps ago. Got loose coming out of 2 and went down, killed the inside wall.
Yep, and Michael Trevathan bringing it down pit road. So that is going to be his last stop of the night by the looks of things.
Yeah, imagine we'll see Burchett come down probably about 15 to go. He might stretch it a little further than that, but he's definitely going to have to make one more stop.
Yeah, most definitely. Austin Marion in pit road as well. We got some fresh Mr. Feelgoods. For Mr. Feelgoods, please. Go back to Mr. Burchett. All on his own now. And his closest challenger, after retiring, kind of pretty much handed in the race. At this point in the race, it's handed it to him. But as we keep saying, and as we'll always keep saying, anything can happen, especially with only 20 laps to go. And here comes Burchett, as expected, as you predicted.
Especially.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He'd probably come in a little sooner.
Yeah. So Burchett down pit road. Let's see what Dylan Vose can do here. Is he going to stay out or is he going to bring a pit side? He's got his teammate right behind him.
I think I might stay out and lead a lap here. I mean, it's really not going to make any difference. Why not get the bonus point?
Question
he'll have to go around it. He'll have to go around again, but why not?
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to go and lead a lap now. Dylan Vose is your leader right now. He's still going to bring it down pit road, though.
There goes Burchett down on the way.
I got a horrible.
This race to lose now.
Yeah. I got a horrible feeling that Burchett might actually chase down Dylan Vose before he goes into pit road, though.
Yeah, well, Dylan might stay out here and lead a few laps just to get him in the bank, but at the same time, he's racing guys behind him, have already made their pit stop, so he's got to be wary of that, not to stay out too long. And now he's under attack by a guy who's a lap down, so now he can't pit even if he wanted to.
Well, that's his teammate, and his teammate's 19 laps down. That's Jeff Schmidt.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Oh! They almost made contact.
Yep, so not sure what's going on there between those two.
Not sure either, but if that were my teammate, we'd be figuring it out real quick.
Yeah, and another one of their teammates, Eric Minch, is just back there wondering what the hell is going on right now.
Think Chrome Ride let me get away with that?
No, I wouldn't let you get away with that.
No. Exactly. What the hell are you doing?
I may be a classy Britishman, but I'll still take your ass out if you try and do that. As Eric Minch on those fresher tyres going to make the move on Dylan Vose here. I'm wondering if that's the reason why Jeff Schmidt was racing him so hard, because he was on fresher tyres and had the speed over Vose as Vose goes around for another lap.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got to be wary of the leader. You can't wreck the leader, especially at 19 laps now.
You're right, and as I predicted, Joe Bichette is chasing down Dylan Vose. He's already taken a second out of him in half a lap. So Vose could be in trouble here.
He's still got to make a pit stop.
Yep. Is he going to come in this time round? Let's find out. No, he's not.
Nope. I'll keep leading them laps.
And you see Joe Bichette just coming out of turn 4 there. Only Sean Lejeune between those two now. And Joe Bichette, we know that if he passes Dylan Vose before Vose goes into pit road, then this race is pretty much done.
Oh, it's done either way.
Yeah.
As long as we stay green, this is Joe Bichette's race to lose.
Yep, he's right there. The back of your shot there, just behind Sean Lejeune.
Now, if it doesn't stay green to the end, if somebody makes a mistake, and with getting a little group of cars here, you never know, man. Something could happen.
That's what the others are hoping for anyway. And here we go. This is going to be it. Dylan Vose now under pressure from Sean Lejeune. Going to get passed by the 27, but now here comes Joe Bichette. He's going to pass Dylan Vose before Vose has even made his pit stop. And this is going to cement it for Joe Bichette right here, this pass. And
look at that.
Yeah, Dylan Vose just not even going to put up a fight. He's on much older tyres.
Or Flintstone tires, folks.
Uh-huh.
They've been riding around on stones.
Now that Bichette has passed him, is he going to try and bring it down pit road this time? It doesn't look like he is. Oh, he is. No, he's not. Wow. I can't help
I
but...
was surprised by that.
He's really trying to stretch this stint as now Mark Cohen's starting to close the gap between himself and Vose.
Oh, and there's the wreck. Oh, he saved it. I thought we were going to get a caution. Vose just bounced it off the wall. I thought he was wrecking for sure.
Let's take a look at
It
that.
might have been Schmidt. I'm sorry, I think it was Schmidt, actually.
Yeah, it was Jeff Schmidt. How did he save that?
I don't know. I thought we were going to get a caution there. It looked like he was going to lose it for sure. Then all of a sudden it just snapped correct.
iRacing logic.
Yep. It's a game, folks. It's still a damn game.
Get your hate mail coming. All those people say
It's sometimes like a game too.
It's
oh,
not.
it is a simulator, but it's still a damn game.
Yeah, but you're always going to get those naysayers going, it's not a game, it's a simulator. I hate you so much, it's a simulator. Look at Joe Bichette, though. Almost going to...
I hate to burst their bubble, but they're not the first one to tell me that.
Yeah. But anyway, Joe Bichette almost coming together with Sean Lejeune out trying to put a lap on him. Finally gets around him. As looks like Lejeune and Minch actually having a nice battle themselves. That is for the last spot in the top 5 actually. I actually didn't realise that was a top 5 battle. Until now.
I didn't either. So only 4 cars left on the lead lap. Michael Trevathan being in 4th place, 36 seconds behind the leader. So still quite a bit of distance before he would fall a lap down. I think we'll get to the end of the race before that happens. Mark Cohn in 3rd place. And then Dylan Bowe is running there in 2nd place. But he's losing a lot of time. He's still got to make a pit stop.
Yeah, and if he's not careful, Mark Cohen's going to be the next one to catch him for that 2nd spot.
He's in danger of losing the podium at this point, as long as he stayed out there.
Yeah. And he's got to bring it down soon. He's already 21 laps on those tyres. And Gary Huff is starting to catch him as well. He's 2 laps down.
Trevathan's going to wind up getting by, so Bo's going to cost himself some spots by staying out so long. Maybe Dylan was just hoping that the caution would come out, trying to play that caution game. And once you get so far into it, you're kind of into it. But at the same time, he could have come to pit road already.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. 22 laps on those tyres. They're not going to last until the end of the race. So he's got to bring it down eventually. And the fuel, that's not going to last either. So he's definitely got to bring it down pit road.
He's on fumes.
Yeah. I wonder if his cockpit will tell the tale.
Probably not.
No, it doesn't. Oh well. As there it comes, he finally brings a pit side, but yeah, he's going to drop out of the podium spots here. Because Mark Cohen's going to pass him easily. He's already into turn 3.
Yeah, he's likely going to fall to 4th.
Yeah. And so here comes Cohen. He's going to move up to 2nd place now. Down the long start-finish straight. I love that spot. I love that start-finish straight in an IndyCar, you know.
Me too.
Like,
I love this racetrack.
Just making passes down that long, that start-finish straight is just incredible. I like getting the pass done and then slingshotting into turn 1. That's just probably the most orgasmic feeling in the world. As there goes
well, the Indy 500 for us is coming up again here October 24th, so
I'm already signed up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, better start practicing.
Oh, I've already been practicing.
Good deal.
Although, with the lack of a setup, I can't really practice as much. So,
sure you can.
And with the lack of
racing setup,
and the lack of a working leg.
Now that's a different story.
Yeah. Although I raced on Wednesday, so I've got really no excuses. As we are,
you'll be all right. You'll be healed up soon, back to normal. Put me back in, coach.
I'll be back to normal service once we go back to Chicagoland in 2 weeks. So once I've had the,
which I'm glad there's a break, personally.
Yeah. I'll give me that week to heal, and I'll be good to go.
I think everybody needs a week.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking a week off from everything, from work, from literally everything. But anyway, we are 8 laps to go here at Indianapolis. Joe Bichette, a 23.5 second lead over his teammate Mark Cohen. Michael Trevathan, we've already voted him as our BOFA driver of the night, and he's actually proving why here tonight. From the back of the field up to 3rd place, even after hitting the wall so many times. I think he only hit the wall once, but that was enough. Up to 3rd place, and he's proving
had a rough pit stop too.
Oh yeah,
under green flag conditions.
Yeah, and he's proving why he's the points leader right now. Absolutely fantastic drive for the man in the number 2, and
yep. And he's going to minimize the damage that Bichette's going to do to him by winning the race, because Burchett's going to be the only one mathematically alive going into Las Vegas next week that's going to have a chance to steal that regular season championship away from him.
And this is where I start pleading to the other drivers in the field. Please come back, because you're going to need the points going into the chase. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep, they need drivers, so hopefully we get a good-sized field next week, because, you know, to have a chance, you got to have cars in there.
Well, one of our good friends, James McDavid, says he wants to get back into racing. He's taken a few weeks off just to
Yeah, he
take
was leading the Top Fuel Racing Light Series, and he just vanished.
Yeah, he took a few weeks off. But he's back now, and he's looking for a Friday night series, so why not come along to Go Fast Racing? They're looking for drivers, so they'll be more than happy to have you. Same goes for anybody else who's watching here tonight and wants to join this league. Just go to Skylar Allen, get your name signed down, and he'll happily add you into the next race at Las Vegas. And what a way to close out the season by having a 20-plus field for that race.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Pretty good performance here tonight. Another caution-free race here for him tonight, Sammy. I know me and you called a couple of these before. Put another one in the old books. 5 to go this time.
And it was Michigan when they went caution-free, I remember now. No, it was Daytona.
No, that couldn't have been Daytona.
Was it not?
I don't buy that one.
Michigan then.
Nobody goes caution-free at Daytona.
It was definitely one of those super speedways. I'm going to say it was Michigan.
I need video evidence proof if you're telling me they went caution-free at Daytona.
You were there with me.
Especially if it was anywhere of any kind of distance of a race.
Yeah, true.
Hell, the shorter the race, probably the crazier it'd be.
But anyway, we are 5 laps to go here. About to click over to 4 laps to go here at Indianapolis. And it's been a long race. It's been a quiet race, but it's been the perfect race for Joe Burchett. He's led almost every lap apart from the pit stops shaking out, but it's been an absolute dominant form ever since his teammate Tyler Cox had that incident and ended his own race, unfortunately. Hopefully he can bring it back.
As far as time-wise, it really hasn't been that long as far as time-wise goes.
Oh, and update from Tyler Cox. Sorry to cut you off there, Scott. The reason why Tyler Cox wrecked heavily like he did is because his wheel came off his rig.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I've had that happen before. Only once, but it's happened. Thankfully, it happened when it was under caution.
So it was a technical failure that ended Tyler Cox's race. So big disappointment there for that man in the 14.
Yeah, mine sits on my rig by a clamp underneath it where it's just clamped to the rig. And yeah, man, that came off one night. I was like, damn. Thankfully, we were under caution, though. But my wheel was in my lap. I was like,
the good old Thrustmaster clamp.
Yeah.
That's what my...
the way I got it on this rig, it's pretty solid, man. I don't jerk on the wheel or anything. I got a pretty solid rig, so... And I know not to, yank up and down on the wheel.
Yeah, you got a better setup than me. I've got a desk. That's it.
I've got a GT Omega frame here that I bought back in 2013.
Yeah.
Got it from your neck of the woods.
From Ireland?
Actually, the United Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Oh, my original neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my wheel came from there too, so I got a European wheel, Sammy.
I believe Thrustmaster is a British company anyway.
I couldn't tell you.
I'll find out. But anyway, popsicle sticks are coming out this time by as Joe Burchett now has 2 more circulations before he claims the checkered flag here. Mark Cohen, your man, in 2nd place right now. Had a very solid race here tonight. Michael Trevathan, both for driver of the night, is in 3rd. Don't mind me, I'm just typing.
Oh, we're coming to the white flag.
Yeah, here we
Joe
go.
Burchett has done a hell of a job tonight. One more circuit around the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and he will be your winner here tonight, as we have gone caution-free the entire way. 2.5 miles to go for the 41.
Yeah.
Unless he makes a mistake and pulls a J.R. Hildebrand, Sam, he's got this thing in the bank.
That good old J.R. Hildebrand meme. Love it.
He will be Joe R. Hildebrand Burchett forever to me if he does that.
He won't. He's been so strong.
Think he will either.
Yeah, he's been so strong all night, and he's proving why he is a man going to be one of the guys to watch when we come to the chase in a couple of weeks' time. Joe Burchett been absolutely on rails all night tonight, and he's going to bring it home. Just one more corner to go here in Indianapolis. Joe Burchett brings it home and gets the win at Indianapolis and cements his place into the chase.
He would have probably been looking for my address had his internet given out there coming out of 4, huh?
So that
Where's that son bitch live at?
Well, that is your winner right there, Mr. Joe Burchett. As I'm going to take the ticket.
Good job, Joe. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, as we are going to go straight into the interviews and go to our third place finisher. And that is going to be
Go ahead, Sam.
That is going to be Mr. Michael Trevathan. Mike, a very, shall I say, unorthodox starting position for you, but you made it work despite the hitting the wall in the early part of the race. You still managed to come home with the top 3. You've got to be absolutely proud of that run. Hello, Michael. Oh, we don't have Mike Trevathan. Okay, so we'll move him back up for a bit. So, Scott, I'm going to bring Mark Cohen to you, and we'll come back to Michael Trevathan later. So, joining us in the booth now and with Scott is our second place finisher, Mr. Mark Cohen.
Hi, how are you doing this evening?
Scott? Everybody's abandoning me.
a copy?
I'll interview you. Mark, very solid run here tonight. Started in the top 5 and had a very quiet run here tonight, just managing to bring it home for second place. How do you think the race went for you tonight?
Oh my gosh, this was unbelievable. Before the race, I would have been happy maybe top 7, top 5, and then I was really, really hoping that we were going to get long runs, which we did, because I felt like I could keep the tires going pretty well. And then afterwards, after the first pit cycle, I felt like I could keep third position. Then, unfortunately, Tyler had some equipment issues, and that took him out. I'd hate ever to basically benefit from a teammate having issues, but I'm overjoyed where I ended up. Second is unbelievable.
Yeah, and capitalising on the mistake from Dylan Vos for staying out as long as he did. He's probably disappointed, but you're not going to be disappointed about where you finished tonight. How did it go for you tonight? I mean, obviously you had a very quiet one tonight. And how did the car feel around the 2.5 mile oval?
The car felt phenomenal. I mean, the cold weather certainly helped me a lot. I felt like if it was hot weather, I would have really, really had a tough time. But the colder weather, I was just able to hit my marks. The car just was sticking very well, wasn't getting too tight on the long runs, and I just felt like I could keep it going during those, basically the 20-lap stints. I was able to just keep the tires on it. Car just was phenomenal. I'm overjoyed at how Overtake Motorsports prepared my car tonight, because she was a top 3 car for sure.
And in the top 3 you certainly did. So congratulations for getting second place here tonight. Looking ahead to next week, we head to Sin City and Las Vegas. Mark, just gives your thoughts on that, and you reckon you're going to get another top 5 out of this one?
Oh, I'd be overjoyed if I got another top 5 at Las Vegas. You know what they say about Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
I bet you've always wanted to say that. I bet you've always wanted to say that.
Gonna be a lot of Raider fans saying that soon.
Oh yeah. But anyway, Mark, I know you're going to be looking forward to Las Vegas, the last race of the regular season. I know you're definitely going to be looking to end the season in style there, right?
Oh, definitely. I'm pretty close to making it in the chase. I'm really hoping. Basically, I gotta get a top 5, have one of the guys not show up. If that's the case, I think I'm in. I'm gonna be driving my heart out to try and make it because I've had one of the best runs of my online racing career this season, and I'd love to be a part of that group. It would be a huge honor. So I'm gonna be driving my guts out in Vegas, that's for sure.
Oh, Mark, I saw one of your posts earlier about and I believe you're pretty handy with an IndyCar. Am I correct?
Yes. Recently, I was actually very fortunate enough to be selected to join the Lionheart Retro IndyCar Series, which for me, I'd consider basically the peak of IndyCar racing. That's just a private run league with some incredible people. I was the lucky one that got the call, and I'm just extremely fortunate to be a part of a series in one of my favorite disciplines like that.
Well, I just thought I'd ask you because my good friend here, Scott Brinson, runs a league. I'm not sure if you heard of it, called Top Fuel Racing, and they run IR18s every Wednesday. So I'd say if Scott Brinson's okay with that, you'd be more than welcome to tag along and join us if you want to.
Oh, absolutely. We'll talk about see what happens. Thank you.
No problem, Scott. Scott, you're okay with me saying that, right?
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, Mark, congratulations one more time. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's result?
Oh my gosh. First off, my sponsors, Harpoon Design, who painted my car. They've been so amazing since I've started this whole thing. Sam Maxwell Customs, they're the one that made the actual NASCAR steering wheel I use. They make some fantastic equipment when it comes to wheels. They'll basically modify whatever you want within reason as far as peripherals. And I couldn't say enough about how quality of a person Sam is and just what he does. It's phenomenal. And of course, I got to thank Overtake Motorsports. That team, they've done so much. They took this guy on and just gave me so many chances. I wouldn't be where I am right now without them. And of course, Skylar at GoFast for putting on an amazing league. And of course, you guys at BOFA. I mean, broadcasting this amazing race, doing such a great job with it. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mark. Congratulations one more time, and hopefully, we'll see you next week from Sin City.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. See you then.
As that was our second place finisher, Mr. Mark Cohen. Scott, do you want to try and reach out to Michael Trevathan and see if you can get a word out of him? Oh, no. Scott, I believe you're with Joe Bichette instead.
Go ahead, Sam. I'll let you handle the interviews tonight.
Okay, Joe.
I gotta step away for just a second.
Okay, Joe Bichette, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Joe, absolutely dominating performance here tonight. Not really much to say. I mean, you absolutely stunk up the show here tonight. Just describe how it feels for you to come home with another win here tonight.
Indianapolis. It's kind of a love-hate relationship with this track. I love it, but usually the finishes never come my way. Usually something always usually happens at the end, but I'll definitely take a win tonight. I think in the Xfinity cars, this would be my first ever win at Indianapolis. So yeah, we're definitely excited about that. Excited to get another win in the Go Fast Racing League Grand National Series to kind of help us with going into the chase here in a couple weeks. Unfortunately, I was hoping to have a really good battle there with Tyler, and he had some technical issues, so to speak, and took him out of the running. I think it was definitely coming down between me and him, and I know he said earlier that his car just wasn't that great tonight. He said he just wasn't a big fan of Indy, and he definitely held his own for not really liking the track, and definitely made me work for it until unfortunately he had to retire from the race. But we'll definitely take the win. Take max points tonight. See if we can close in on Mike a little bit there for the regular season championship. But we're just trying to tack on some wins, get some bonus points heading into the chase here in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, and looking ahead to the season points, I mean, you are right there with one more round to go in the regular season. Do you reckon you'll be able to catch him when we go to Las Vegas?
Vegas, is a decent track for me. Hopefully I can have a good run. I think Mike runs good about everywhere, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'm up there battling him for the win. So probably be a long shot to catch him next week for the regular season, but hopefully we can run well enough and take our, I think this will be 8th win of the year into the chase, and we can get lucky and pick up a 9th heading in. We should hopefully have a lot of bonus points and possibly get through some rounds just off bonus points if we have a couple bad races. But other than that, we're just kind of out here going for wins at this point.
Yeah, and wins is what you're going to need in the chase. And with the chase coming up, you are definitely locked into the chase now. What are your thoughts on that? And do you reckon you're going to be able to make it to the end? I know you're looking for wins, but it's definitely a long road to Homestead right now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, our main focus is just getting prepared for the chase. It's going to be, I believe, a 10-week fight. Mike's definitely going to put up a fight. Tyler, most of the guys that are already, so to speak, locked in. I think Brian wasn't here, but I know he'll definitely be putting up a fight. So we're just going to try to take momentum in. Hopefully we can get the car counts up before we hit the chase, just to kind of just not make it as nonchalant as it's been the last couple of weeks with the low car count. So hopefully we can get some guys back, just either wanting to run some of the chase races or just, to kind of help fill up the field for the chase.
Okay, Joe. Well, congratulations on getting another win here tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to for tonight's result?
I just thank everybody at Song Death Seasoning for sponsoring me every race that I do. Thank all the guys over Overtake. Definitely a class organization. Thank you guys for coming back doing the broadcast for the rest of the year. Thank Skyler and all of his other admins that run the Go Fast Racing League. And thanks to any of the fans out there tuning in, watching tonight. Hopefully we put on a good enough show for y'all.
Okay, Joe. Well, congratulations one more time, and we'll see you next week from the Sin City.
Thank you.
That was our winner, Joe Bichette. I'm going to try again to get a word in with Mike Trevathan. Michael Trevathan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Mike, tried to get a word with you earlier. Must have been away from your computer at the time. But started from the back of the field, worked your way up to the top three. Definitely an eventful one for you tonight.
Most definitely. Like I said, grenaded qualifying lap 1 coming out of 4, so it affected both laps, is what it is. And then, like I said, coming through the pack there, car felt pretty good. Got up in the wall a little bit there, had about 21 seconds of damage I never did get fixed, so affected a little bit of speed on the car, kind of got behind the 8 ball. Come back and finish third. Definitely wasn't a third place car by any stretch of the imagination, but like I said, to finish third here, man, after an eventful night like that, I'll take it. Got a pretty commanding points lead in all 3 series, so like I said, locked into the chase at this point.
Yeah, and looking ahead to the chase, I mean, you got to be excited, especially with the points lead you have. I mean, it's still not over yet as far as the point season is concerned, with one round still remaining. What do you think you can do going into Las Vegas to try and consolidate and get the season win here?
Yeah, like I said, just want to try to get some more bonus points to secure the spots in the chase, a better spot per se. So like I said, that's kind of my focus right now. Race wins are obviously key. We've had some good ones, had some rough ones, but we'll chalk this one up and try to move on.
Okay, Mike, and congratulations on the podium tonight. You did get the Beaufort Driver of the Night award as well tonight for the amazing run you got from the back of the field up to the podium. So, congratulations for that one. It's a new thing we introduced a few weeks back. It's pretty much ceremonial more than anything else. But anyway, congratulations one more time. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for the third place tonight?
Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to Skylar and the admins at Go Fast for putting this league on. Know we've had some rough patches, low car counts here the last 6 to 8 weeks. Like I said, struggled a little bit there, but like I said, we'll hang in there and try to make it to the chase. I'm assuming it'll pick up a little bit through the chase. Beaufort Broadcasting for coming back on board, and Team Metalhead Motorsports. I mean, like I said, we've got a great group of guys here. Like I said, I'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we'll see you next week at Las Vegas, Mike.
All right, brother.
That was our third place finisher and Beaufort Driver of the Night, a recipient, Mr. Mike Trevarthen. Well, Scott, interesting race here tonight, and one man just really dominating the show here tonight.
Yeah, well, for a little bit. I mean, you can't really say he dominated the whole night. Tyler Cox was out there giving him a battle for a little bit, but Tyler wrecked it on lap 53, and that was the end of his night due to a steering wheel issue. Unfortunate for Tyler, but from that moment on, yeah, Joe just walked away with it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but, you know, but that was fortunate for Joe to actually get the lead he did. I mean, I think the most amazing part for him tonight was actually passing Dylan Vos before he'd even made his pit stop. That just goes to show the difference between old tyres and new tyres, but Joe just did it so convincingly tonight. It was just amazing to see.
Yeah, Joe's always a tough competitor, man. He'll be one to watch when the chase starts.
Absolutely. Well, with that, we are going to go to our results now as Joe Burchett brings home yet another win on the season. I believe that's win number 8 now. Is equaled it up with Keith Mayato from another league, so we've got 2 dominant drivers in 2 leagues. Anyway, Mark Cohen bringing it home for a brilliant second. Very happy with that one. Michael Trevarthen, Beaufort of the driver of the night. He comes home in 3rd. Dylan Vos comes home in 4th. 5th is Eric Minch. A good top 5 for him. So, good result for that man here tonight. As my God, I'm in trouble here. Anyway, coming home in 6th is Sean Lejeune on his return to the league, so good result for him too. 7th is Austin Marion, 8th Gary Huff, 9th was Bradley Boyce, and rounding out the top 10 was Skylar Allen Sr. Finishing 11th was Jeff Schmidt, and rounding out your field of 12 was Tyler Cox. Well, that is going to do it here for tonight. That man on your screen is your winner tonight. That is Mr. Joe Burchett. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, we have only one more race this season. That's this week. Sorry, that's Major League Esports as they take their turn at Indianapolis. I believe it's their season finale. So definitely check out those guys as we take to the track in the K&N cars. And with that, that is it for the rest of the week, and it's definitely it for me for the rest of the week after that, as I'm taking the week off. We will have Byron Rodney in the booth for you next Thursday and Friday, as Tony Trapasso will be in the booth on Monday and Wednesday for Paskies and Top Fuel Racing respectively. But for me, I've only got one more race, and then I'm heading away to the UK for a week, and then I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. All that's left for me to say for tonight, though, is keep it clean, keep it green, and we will see you tomorrow night from Indianapolis again with Major League Esports. Good night.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Be safe.